Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, or welcome in if you're new here. My name is Athemsys. Please feel free to call me Athy. I hope you guys had wonderful holidays. For me, however, it is, as of time of the recording, still pre-holidays. I just got done uploading my previous video for the preparations of this video. And then I took a short break to cook me some nice chili that is cooking away on the stove. I can't wait until it's done. But yeah, I need to get into it. I can't actually wait to get started. So as mentioned in last video, I am building my Halloween project and we have all of these resources ready to go. And that's not even the best part of the video. The best part of the video is I'm also going to do some armor stand work, so sit tight and wait until the end. If this only is going to come out slightly like my imagination is, I'm gonna be so happy with me. But anyways, let's get this video, however, get started with a time lapse, and I also hope future me will implement on one of these card thingies linking to the creative video of my Halloween build, so you guys can also check that one out. But let's get started. I'm so excited. So, I didn't think I would come back to you guys before I would have done with the most bulk of building, but here's the thing. As you can see by the bounding box, of course I'm using Lightmatica because, this is a creative planned build, but here's the deal. I am 11 hours in of block placing. As you, wait, let me get back to normal view. As you can see, we have almost done the underwater bits. I'm going to show you why this took me so long, because technically what I do with Lightmatica is I middle mouse click, right, to block pick. Makes it a lot faster and a lot easier, but as you can see in the upper right hand corner, I'm surrounded by water. The block picker doesn't work. So this was my life the past 11 hours. I had to guess by the ghost image what kind of block goes there, right? Not always the easiest task. Now, of course, the last few blocks I chose to show you were fairly easy, but mud and stone and deep slate, they're not necessarily that distinguishable, if you wanna call it like that. But let's just show, see right now, I can actually see what I need, and I can just go and middle mouse click, and it will change the block, and it's so much faster. So I have a feeling that the rest of the build is going to be quite a bit quicker, even though that is probably the vast majority of the build. But also, building underwater, it's a pain. It's a pain. And you may have seen it in the replay. I did end up going and grabbing one of my conduits from the base because after about 13 or 14 water breathing potions, I was done with it. Done! Anyways, back into the time lapse, right? Have fun! Okay. This was a lot. A lot of building. I know. And we're not even done yet. But I just wanted to come back a moment here, and take in what I have done so far. It is massive, and, well, there's still quite a few holes in here. Which I have to still, cover. I never designed this house to be functional, so basically the house has no flooring because I don't know, I suck at interiors. My bad. Eventually, we're gonna at least have a floor in here because, as you can see, the scaffolding here, that is my AFK platform for the Guardian Farm. As you can see, while we are standing up here, this thing spits Guardians out like crazy. I actually need to go check the storage down there because I have yet to actually build a auto sorter and whatnot, so that surely needs to happen. And probably basically where the front door is going to be over there. I may or may not just have a platform that if I walk into the door that I have a safe room to stand in, that's going to be my AFK platform or something of sort, but yeah. When I'm done in the schematic, this place should technically be completely spawn-proof. That's why I have the lichen all over the place, and I may or may not have completely overshot with the resources I need. At least so it seems, but we shall see. Next thing I'm going to do is, well, get the path in, like right there, already started. The pathway leads all the way up there. That still needs to be done. I need to finish the docks. Then I have a speedboat here. We have trees all over the place. Well, dead trees all over the place. That needs to be done. The house itself. I'm basically going to get that done in this next bit of a time lapse, and then as soon as I got this part of the island part done, I'll be back, and then there's more, and then there is more. I said this is gonna be insanity. I promised insanity, and so it is. Insanity. So sit tight and be surprised at what I still have in I wanted to say pedo, but I think that is a German figure of speech. But let's just say in stock for you, but enjoy the next part of the time lapse. I know, what am I doing down here? Well, thing is, I am done with the building, more or less. The only thing that is missing is the daunting part of placing 71 shulker boxes of glass. Let's look at that in a second, but for full transparency reasons, I wanted to show you guys something, right? Usually, I don't use these tools, at least not often, because I do prefer regular Minecraft, but in this scale of a build, and the time I limit myself on doing it, I kind of did use the Tweakaroo thing, right? As you can see, Tweakaroo has a setting, like I can place blocks like this, or like this, right? I did that with the rock placement a lot. Because, yeah, I really wasn't going to place all the dirt or moss or whatever as a block as is, so I did that. That also helped me with the direction of, well, I chose to use deep slate instead of cobbled deep slate, so a directional block. Stupid me, but that happens when you're planning and creative and you're not thinking about the actual survival part. Because here's the thing, this entire build, it was never, ever meant for me to actually, well, this is the shulker boxes we emptied already. This build was never meant to happen in, what's it called? In survival. I never meant this to be a survival thing, right? Oops, let's fly. But then I built it in creative and I was so happy with it that I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to build this in my world. So that's what I ended up doing here. I just building it in my world. We need to transport all the glass and stuff up here because that's what we're still needing to do. That is 71. Guys, 71. Shulker boxes full of stained glass. And here's the other thing. I already did it with the trees, but you know, there's this easy place mode in Litematica. It's kind of cheaty. I get it. And I rarely use it, I promise, because otherwise I could play creative, because where's the fun in that? But yeah, with that glass up there, I swear I'm not going to be doing the dirt method either. I'm just going to use Litematica Easy Place, which is, I think, a combination of Tweakaroo and Litematica. I'm not too sure. But anyways, yeah. I hope you're all cool with it, but the point of this episode isn't even the build here. Like, if I would not do this for YouTube, I would probably build this over weeks and weeks, right? If I really wanted to do it. But the point for this is a scenery. Like, I want to do some armor stand work. You'll see, I'll get to it, right? But I want to really do the armor stand work, and this is just a perfect setting for it. Or I mean, well, I guess because I created this, I had the idea with the armor stand work, but that doesn't matter. I want that armor stand work in my world, right? So yeah, action-packed episode with a lot of content for the last episode of the year. But yeah, bear with me. Hope you guys are cool with that. Like I said, I try not to use it as much, but I think in this case it's actually should be fine. I mean, come on. I've been placing, when I'm done with that, about 250,000 blocks for this episode. I think I deserve a little bit of help, because after the middle mouse buttoning the blocks for the stones of this mountain, I swear, I am surprised that I did not need to go get a new mouse, because it was a lot. And I'm not gonna do that for the clouds. But anyway, enjoy the cloud time lapse. I guess it's gonna be like 20 seconds long, if even. And I'm probably gonna sit here doing that for a couple of hours. But yeah, I just wanted to be transparent with you guys, just so you know. Yeah, the influencer creator magic, it's not magic. It's just a lot of help. But in my opinion, to create great content, sometimes you just need a little help or you're gonna burn yourself out. You know, I wouldn't be doing this stuff this fast if it weren't for YouTube. But in all honesty, I probably would have already quit this world and started all over, or just changed the game and played something else, because this is actually my longest played world ever with the most builds. So kind of proud of me for that, but staying motivated, the YouTube side of things definitely helps a lot. But yeah, just, you know, let me know in the comments what you think, if it's cool or not. I mean, done is done as of right now, but I would really like to know your opinions on it for the future. But anyways, let's start the clouds. Well, I guess first I'm gonna sleep. But anyways, cloud time. I know I said the time lapse is going to start. I am currently still also recording this as a time lapse, which you will see after this clip. But I kind of figured I'll bring you in for a second on how weird this is, even with the easy place, right? I mean, yes, it makes it easy to place blocks and I don't really have to think about it, but yet it is so weird to walk on glass and there are holes everywhere, and chances are that I'm not going to render my player model for the time lapses, since I also want to put them on social media like TikTok and Instagram and in shorts. And I'm constantly falling through here because I'm jumping, hoping, you know, just hoping I'm hitting a block. I have fallen down like already 3 or 4 times, I think, because I just barely see anything. Like, to be fair, during the night phase, for one, this actually worked out nice because I actually saw something during the night. But right now, during the daytime, you can see it's so hard. And because I have the schematic as well pulled up, I think that is what also is causing me to lag a lot. Like, I am dipping partially really hard in FPS, but in all honesty, I have lately been lagging out my world with all the armor stands and whatnot. Like, on the definite to-do list of next year is getting a new computer, or at least trying to save this one a little bit to make it perform better. Probably clean install Windows and get a new SSD, because this one is also pretty old. Potentially an M2. At least something that should help out. But anyways, I'll now actually send you guys off into the time lapse while I'm gonna just zone out, listen to music, and try not to goof up and fall in between here so much, because this is gonna take a while. I'm on a small cloud right now, right? There's 3 more of the small clouds, and then in the middle, this huge one. I can't emphasize enough the part of it being 71 shulker boxes. I have emptied out so far. This is like 3 shulker boxes already. But yeah, I guess in the next the new year and the new episode, I think I'm going to do at least 1 or 2 episodes just exploring. I guess we could do trying to get all achievements, which also would include getting all the cats, and I want all the other wolf variants, and I never worked with what are they called? Sniffers? Right, sniffers. Want to get sniffers going because I do want to actually decorate with torch flowers. Never done that, and I think they're pretty and whatnot. So maybe the first 1 or 2 episodes of the new year are going to be a bit more adventurous, or maybe I'm gonna stream the what's it called, the achievement thing, because we do still have a few to go. It's not a lot because they came naturally, the most of them. Well, here the adventure part is still a lot. I do need to redo the dragon, so I also need to build a ghast farm, right? And I think this tab is full. Yeah, but I do need to do the end, which isn't that much. Mainly a dragon fight and the shulker thing. And here's that's a bunch of stuff I need to do. Yeah. I also need to learn how to use the maze properly and whatnot. But yeah, that's probably gonna be a stream project, or at least an episode. Who knows? But there's still a lot of things we need to do. And I want to start planning the harbor town and whatnot. So big plans for next year. But anyways, now seriously, enjoy the time lapse of storm clouds happening. Yeah, so I figured I might comment on this while it happened. So I just face planted. I died. I lost all my levels, nearly 280 levels. I mean, gonna get the levels back anyways, but yeah. Not sure if you guys see it after it's time-lapse finished or if I'm gonna cut it in between. That is editing me's decision to make. But yeah, yeah. It was bound to happen. That's why I carry dollies around all the time. But right now, I have my golden carrots, so I have more inventory space. As you can see, got my glass. My inventory full of glass, and some rockets, and, well, keeping the sword on me because there's a spot somewhere where I do not have lit up, so I do need that. And by the way, this is the first time I play on Christmas, and I was really confused seeing those chests with that texture. Like, I was like, huh? What's going on? What's going on? And, yeah, it's been taking me forever. I still have a couple of layers, like 5 or so of this huge cloud going. And then 2 of the small ones are still gonna go up above here. And I'm 10 plus hours in. And I keep falling down in the cracks, and then I can't get back up because this is just a maze. It's quite something. So just because I'm using the easy place doesn't mean this is easy. This is still a ton of work. But yeah, that's all from me for now. Alrighty, everybody. So the last clip you saw was the one where I was talking about my death face planting into the floor here. Ever since then, I finished the clouds and I cleaned up my shulker mess just to then plan ahead what the next part of the video is going to be. And, well, took all my shulker boxes over to base again, and now I probably need some empty shulker boxes because, you guessed it, we're not done yet. As you saw in the time lapse down there, I have built a boat. Let's just look at the boat from up here. Right there, right? I built the boat. So the boat needs to be coming from somewhere. So I took this spot and I tore out all the trees, did a little terraforming, obviously in a creative world, and we're about to do it now here. And I built a bunch of custom evergreen trees in a bunch of different sizes. That was fun because I haven't built any evergreen trees yet, and I think I came up with something fun. But yeah, that's the next time lapse coming because I promised mega, and it's going to be mega. So sit tight. We're gonna do that with the custom trees and all, and then after that, we're finally gonna do some armor stands. Finally. And I actually went back to and got me replay mod again because it didn't work with flashback. So I'm just gonna try and run them both at the same time, and then hopefully I have a viable replay footage of the armor stands. Not sure if I'm gonna come back in talking to you before I do the first armor stand, but we shall see. We shall see. Definitely sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, guys, it is done. And yes, there's only one small time lapse of me armor standing, but let me talk you through this before I show you. I actually planned on doing the rest of the Scooby gang exactly the same way as I did Scooby, with individual blocks and whatnot. I had 4 shulker boxes or something filled with blocks and all the goodies. And then it just didn't work out. It didn't work out, so I ended up just doing regular armor stands and made the armor stands a little bigger to fit Scooby, which now doesn't make sense with the actual scale of Minecraft, but I do think if you look at them like that, it doesn't really matter too much, in all honesty. Overall, I am really happy how it turned out, and just looking at Scooby, wait, let me do this free cam a little bit. Here. I added eyebrows, I added the whites in the eye, and I added another little tidbit of candle there and made the nose bigger. I also made the ears smaller that it doesn't look like rabbit eyes, and now I'm really in love with how Scooby turned out, right? Let's just do a little bit of cheaty gamma just so we can see everything up here. I do not have a bed here to sleep. Anyways, overall, I am happy how the gang turned out. I even did a little bit of trickery down here and put an extra pair of boots in there to have Velma's over knees instead. At least to have the, color properly and whatnot. I may or may not go back when I have a better computer and redo this scene, but my computer is suffering. Like, I'm lagging so hard when I walk through the Nether portal. It's bad. You gotta remember, Scooby, just Scooby alone is 60 armor stands. Plus the other 5 with her. I was considering doing their scarves just to have that little bit of extra color, which I may or may not do. Yeah, this here is 65 armor stands, which already makes this a bit laggy. As you can see in the lower right corner, I dip down to 30 when I walk through nether portals. It's just horrible overall, but I knew what I was getting myself into. Just all the more reason to get a new computer. I know. I really hope I can make that happen soon. But this is not all. As you saw, I did the docks. I also did some work down there. Let's just fly over there, if it doesn't lag out, as you can see. So it's a thing. Maybe, just maybe, I can actually do this. Oh no, there's a skelly spawn. I have to light this place up. That's the other problem. Let me make a day for a second here. Okay, it is day now, and besides this nice boathouse in the trees, which I wanted to walk you through, I wanted to show you the mystery machine. Yes, I built the mystery machine, and it looks fantastic. I love it. A little different than I planned on doing it, but nevertheless, I really like it. However, this is something I just learned. I tried to fix it. Doesn't work. I built this entire thing with gamma turned on, the way it is right now. You see, gamma turned on, gamma turned off. And now I have cursed dark blocks, which overall, it is what it is. I'm not going to change anything. I still like it. It's just I'm a doofus. I am such a doofus. Sometimes I just don't think, I just do, and then I end up with stuff like this. The same as I have nothing lit up besides the end rods up there and the non-existing interior of the house, as per usual. I really need to learn how to do interiors. Anyways, let's just look at it in the pretty way. This is also a ton of armor stands. I have no idea how many armor stands in total I used on this one. But yeah, my FPS are in the 30s instead of in the 60s, which just means it's a lot of armor stands. But hey, at least I'm not in this area that much that it will affect me too much, even though I have big plans for the area. So maybe this is the time I could talk about my plans. Well, this is the last video of the year, obviously, and it's a mega video, and I'm really proud of it, and it took me a long time, actually, to do. But it is what it is, and I love it, and I'm happy about it, and I don't regret it, even though things didn't work out as I wanted to, but I accept failure, and then I grow, and overall, I don't mind, you know, what I came up with. Because it just looks good. It really does. And I can't wait to have a better computer to actually make this even better. But now let's have a nice aerial view here for a moment. As you can see, I have a bunch of spruce trees, self-designed, like tiny ones, medium ones, and then really tall ones. My plan is actually to get rid of this entire spruce wood, spruce forest, taiga biome, whatever you want to call it, and have my trees and then a road. Then here's my old, now not functioning exact farm, which I'm probably going to retrieve the entire sand, light it up, and then I'll just get rid of that river part here because not 100% sure if I mentioned this. I think I did. But besides having a ton of mega projects, I have a project for here in mind that in its entirety also is a mega project, but is actually more smaller chunks. Like, the main focus next year is going to be building the 19th century harbor town. But whenever we feel bored, well, not bored, but we need a change, I want to have a side hustle project going on. And I think this one is the best thing ever for exactly that. Because we already started this movie/series inspired builds. Behind us, the Scooby-Doo island, basically, and with the armor stands and all this, you know, this is lore-wise one thing for Scooby-Doo. And I'm just a movie and series nerd, right? So I watch stuff all the time, and I would love to do a bunch of stuff with armor stands with for this, you know. Actually, like, I don't know, take a house from Michael Myers and have a Michael Myers scene, and then across the street maybe we have Ghostface, and then maybe build the entire Elm Street so Freddy can roam around and whatnot. And, well, I mean, yes, granted, I just named a bunch of horror movies because that's primarily what I watch. Horror and crime and mystery. As you can see with Scooby-Doo, it already was my favorite thing as a kid. Fun fact, my favorite Scooby-Doo movie is Scooby-Doo and the Zombie Island. What's my favorite genre to watch? Zombie movies. Yeah, it's just a thing with me. But yeah, anyways, basically in this area, I want to build basically a movie town, if you want to call it like that. It's a lot of water around here, which I'm not too certain about what I'm going to do, but I also want to have like a lake where maybe have this just as a lake and then do the camp where Jason Voorhees is, you know, Friday 13th, somewhere here, and then have an entire town and a nice path through a forest, whatnot. Maybe I can actually get my birch forest in here since this is birch anyways. Yeah, definitely custom forest going along here and stuff like that. But that is a 2025 thing. Generally speaking, I really hope you enjoyed the episode, even though, well, in my head it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but I still am happy with what I got. Especially just looking at this. The other day was just looking at that in awe in the sunset. It just looks amazing. We could look at it with shaders since we're here. And I haven't turned on shaders in a while. Not gonna lie, this loaded quicker than I thought. I actually thought I need to cut out like 2 minutes, but this actually loaded within a few seconds. Just needs to load the scenery. But, okay, now, wait a minute. Ooh, with shaders, this actually doesn't look too shabby. I like it. I mean, the end rod's glowing. Might not be the bestest thing because I have it here and the handles and over here are the handles. So maybe that within the shaders isn't the bestest, but I love that the shaders fix the color issues here again. Not completely, but it makes it less noticeable as in without the shaders, and I like that. Oops. Don't walk in there. But yeah, actually, we can now look at this. If I would load this in properly, we could actually look at it while the sun is going down. Let me see if I can keep it loaded. I should, hopefully. And baddies are going to spawn. Let me sit up here. Oops. You know what? Let's just do this. I like this a lot. Like, imagine me having a good computer now and having a nice render distance. This is awesome. I just love it. But anyways, before I start yapping at you guys, how and on with the shaders, because I always do that. How about I sign off for this year? I hope you guys had really amazing holidays the past couple of days, and I really hope you are going to arrive in 2025 with a really amazing start. Thank you so much for coming to watch my videos, and thank you so much for supporting me. I'm out for this year. See you guys next year. Thank you and goodbye.